Live from Cool Boys Central.
You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool. So cool.
I see Cool Boys.
I told you guys I have a huge bottle of beer, and this is a Anchor Steam beer.
Wow.
Congratulations, San Francisco Giants world champs. I've been
drinking
holding
that
on to
now.
this bad boy for a special occasion, and tonight isn't a special occasion because tonight we talk about butt stuff.
Yeah, I guess it is a special occasion. So you're not drinking an entire bottle of wine. You're just drinking a beer that is the size of a bottle of wine. A large bottle of wine.
It's 1 quart. It is 50.7 fluid ounces.
Really? It's more than a 40?
What's the alcohol percentage?
Anchor Steam's usually around 6 or something.
Well, let's see what it says. What is the
Is
percentage?
it a 5.2 or is it a 5.8?
So wine's 14, like usually?
Yeah, something like that.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, it does. It'll say on the front label down like in the lower right or lower left.
It doesn't say.
Mystery alcohol.
It's like a secret.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on the...
Well, Anchor Steam's it's definitely a step up above Bud Light, but it's not quite like an IPA.
You guys got like the beer snob thing going on, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely somewhere around the 5. I'm guessing. This is all guessing.
I'm a big fan of Bud Light.
You know what? We could probably look it up online.
You're a big fan of fucking
Hang on.
dicks.
Anchor Steam. It's actually the 2010-2012.
Dude,
so
that's probably not good anymore. Does beer stay good?
beer always stays good.
No, I think
It
beer
does not.
skunky. Yeah, that could be totally skunky, dude. You could get sick.
And direct sunlight's a major factor.
Well, it's been stored in a very damp, cold area for 3 years.
Your ass crack?
Well, I can't find anything about this thing, but I can't wait to crack it open and find out how bad it is.
Yeah, it's a mystery. So Nolan, what are you drinking?
I'm going with some bourbon tonight.
Care to tell us the brand?
Do we have a sponsor?
Do we have a sponsor? Well, maybe they'll sponsor us if we mention them enough.
It is a brand that has a red candle wax on the top
Oh,
that seals the deal. Sometimes X marks the spot.
Sam Raimi's favorite bourbon. It's in every Sam Raimi movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's in Sex 2.
Ooh.
It was in Sex 2. What was it in Spider-Man? And Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3?
In Spider-Man, the first one, Willem Dafoe is drinking it. He pours himself a drink. And 2, James Franco does the same thing. And like he pours a drink and then he drops it on the balcony.
The leaders of Oscorp are not drinking Maker's Mark. They're drinking shit you can't even get.
That's true.
Well, Sam Raimi's just a fan.
Maker's Mark's fantastic though. It's a good middle ground.
I'm certain it is. So yeah, I'm going to try it now. I've cracked it open and I poured it into my San Francisco Giants Frosty mug. And let's try this out real quick.
This has been a long, cold open.
It's gonna taste like shit.
It tastes
7 years old.
Tastes nutty.
Tastes like a champion.
It tastes like a champion.
God, okay.
I don't think it's bad, but time will tell.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
Well, I am drinking, to keep things low on the calorie count, a vodka in Perrier with grapefruit.
Ew.
Fancy. And the vodka this time is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Head Vodka, brought to you by Dan Aykroyd.
It is.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'm pretty jealous of that, actually.
You can easily get it available at pretty much any Bevmo.
Bevmo.
It's good.
You know, I found Bevmo is a very Californian thing because I've spoken to other people in other states about it, and they're just like, "What? I just thought you were being creative or something with, calling it something beverages and more or Bevmo." I'm just like, nope, that's a place.
They don't have it in Texas.
No, they don't have it. That's weird.
In Texas, you have to go to like proper liquor stores.
They just don't have that shit. They have such crazy liquor laws in a lot of other states too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't buy alcohol on Sunday at all.
Yeah, Bevmo is Toys R Us for alcoholics.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I love Bevmo.
Well, greetings, Cool Boys Nation.
Oh, that was a really long cold open.
And welcome to the Cool Boys Podcast. As always, I'm Felk, and I'm here with...
I'm Ballard.
And I'm Nolan.
So cool.
Hi, guys.
So wet.
I'm feeling extra homosexual tonight as we talk about butt stuff.
Butt stuff tonight. That's gonna be weird. Well, I just can't wait to get into any kind of butt stuff because I have absolutely done like 0 butt stuff.
And I'm excited to see how much this alcohol allows me to tell about what I've done in terms of butt stuff.
Well, it sounds like it's working, and it sounds like we're going to hear a lot.
Absolutely sounds like we're going to hear a lot. Felka is pretty loose.
No, not yet. This is my first drink. Well, before we get into the butts,
Gaping.
let's get into a movie that makes me think of butts called La La Land.
Yeah, I finally saw the Best Picture winner of 2 minutes the other night.
Wow, really? No, see, I just rented it the other night on Netflix. It came in as a Blu-ray.
Oh, so you haven't watched it yet?
And, well, I sent it right back.
Oh, you did?
I was like, another time, another day. I'm not holding some other person back from watching this movie right now. I'm just not in it.
How do you think the U.S. Post Office feels about the fact that they delivered you a Blu-ray in 2017 and you just said, no, thank you, and sent it right back to them?
They probably felt great because they got to have a job and do something.
Yeah, until someone figures out how to email a movie. That technology doesn't exist yet.
I think Ballard's the only person I know still on physical copies.
Yeah, well, I don't have as many cool friends as you guys have, I guess.
Cool.
For torrenting.
What do you mean cool for? Yeah, okay. That's no. You can actually rent the movies digitally by paying for them.
I don't like renting. It feels like if it's Blockbuster going away really broke my soul.
It did. It broke mine too.
Because it was great, right? You just go on a Friday night or Saturday night with your friends and you'd walk around action aisle or the adventure aisle and you would just look for something good and then you move to sci-fi eventually.
My son will never know the feeling of going there on a Friday night to get the one movie he wanted to see, finding out it's sold out, and then having to watch some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Remember like new releases, that whole back wall? It didn't even start off as a back wall. It used to be like a section of a wall, and then it was like a whole wall, and then it was the entire back wall, and it was just like you would sprint in there and be like, fuck, I really hope they have such and such, and you just run there, and it would be gone. All the copies,
And then what do? You go to the front, and then you look at the returns, the parts they haven't put out yet, and you go through it like
pile.
maybe it's there.
Well,
Secret pile.
I wouldn't have an option to look myself out for our Blockbuster. I'd actually have to ask them, be like, excuse me, can you look real quick in your returns? And that just pissed them off because, they didn't want to do any work.
Oh, hell yeah.
They didn't do any work.
So,
That was the whole point.
anyway, back to La La Land. Anyone seen it besides me?
I haven't seen it.
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Spoilers. Go ahead.
spoilers. The review is in. I loved it.
You loved it? You liked it?
Dude, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Nice. Well, good. Then I have hopes because another movie that I started and threw away and I haven't had a chance to rewatch since you gave me the review was Cinderella Man. And you were like, no, because I remember I started it and stopped it and went, I'm done. You're like,
The
no, you gotta finish that
2005
movie. Yeah, with Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
it is. It's
Yeah.
solid.
I haven't seen it. I need to see it still.
Anyway, La La Land, the guy who won Best Director, totally deserved it. It's like fantastically directed. It's amazing.
Are you one for musicals? Just
Yeah,
curious.
the last 2 movies you've reviewed have been musicals. Just to be clear,
Oh, what was the second to last one I reviewed?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well, I don't think Beauty and the Beast is even in the same caliber as La La Land, but I do like
Whoa,
musicals.
really? Like shittier?
But I like musicals. I was, my mom showed me West Side Story, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yeah.
Grease.
Badges 2 is a musical.
Yeah, I enjoy a good musical here, and I like a good show tune.
I like really good musicals. Little Shop of Horrors I grew up on. I love that. I like almost everything Trey Parker and Matt Stone do.
Yeah.
They do, and all their stuff is practically musical.
What about Newsies, starring Christian Bale?
I've not
Ooh.
seen that.
I will say the movie didn't really feel like a musical. Besides like an opening number and a couple songs here and there, it felt more just like an acting movie. Like there's not as much singing and dancing as you would think, but there is a lot of music playing and I guess dancing, but not so much singing.
Right.
So,
Well, good. Well, I'm excited to see it then.
it's good. And it has like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it doesn't follow a simple storyline that's like, hey, look at us, let's fall in love and let's have like a great time. It's got some twists.
Really?
Yeah. And that's my review.
That was cool. I guess the only thing that bugs me, it's like the third or fourth time we've seen Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling on film together. And it's just, they don't strike me as the Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks, So
Dude, they're actually pretty fucking good together, man.
You know what? Then I wonder, if Ava Mendez needs to keep her eyes on Emma Stone.
Is she fucking Ryan Gosling currently?
They have kids.
Oh, wow.
Ava Mendez and Ryan Gosling, yeah, they have kids, Phil.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Gossip.
I figured he was on the prowl.
He should be.
Maybe I
probably
was
is.
thinking of Brian Gosling.
Yeah, you were.
I get those confused. Which one was in La La Land? Emma Stone is the name of a porn star, and it's like, couldn't you have been a little more clever there?
Yeah, and so is Brian Gosling for people that don't know.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right. So and then what else? No, you're confused about Amazon Echo Look. What's that?
Have you heard about this?
No, what is it?
Oh, the Amazon Echo.
Amazon
that looks at you?
Echo Look is something you set up in your closet, like I'm currently sitting in, and it takes a picture of you and it tells you like how good you look. It's like a style thing.
It's basically what Alicia Silverstone had at the beginning of Clueless.
What?
I don't know how much it is, but however much it is, you're being ripped off.
Yeah, it is. This is ridiculous.
Basically, it learns what your wardrobe is, and they can be like, try this shirt with these pants.
Michael, you look smoking today.
Your dong is flawless.
Yeah.
I can see your dong. Is that your intention? It is.
Have you ever wanted to show Amazon your penis? Now you can.
Yeah, this thing just seems like a complete piece of shit to me.
Well, I've shown the TSA my penis on far too many occasions, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have it on file. They love it.
That robot practically winks at me.
Yeah. So anyway, what have you guys been up to?
Well, like I said, I rented La La Land and then didn't watch it, and then I watched Better Call Saul. I watched another movie actually, and then that was a kids movie, that I don't want to mention just because you guys are gonna fucking rail on me for it. So
Legends of the Guardians. The Owls of Gold.
I haven't seen it. It was a brand new movie to me.
Let me hear it. What is it?
So Better Call Saul was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So there were
No,
Gus
we're
was
running
back
out of here, so
again
just-
as
Yeah,
always.
we're moving past that. We already
His
know. It's
wife
good.
You
is
can't
being-
spoil Better Call Saul for me, so.
All right, fine. It was a good episode. All I gotta say, for those who have seen it and they're listening to this now, bingo. All right, cool. So, okay, the movie I saw was CJ7. It's the last film Stephen Chow directed and starred in. It's a kids' film. It's practically a ripoff, like a Hong Kong ripoff of E.T. And it's
Never
about
heard of
this. Yeah,
That's
well,
it's Asian.
yeah. So it's just a movie about a father who finds like an alien egg in the dump, and he sends his kid to like prep school, but he's a construction worker and he's just really poor. And the egg turns into an alien, and then the alien does all this stuff for the kid, and then the next day the alien's all sore and he can't do all this stuff again for the kid. That's amazing. Like it creates boots for the kid to jump in for PE class, and it creates like sprinting legs for him to run on. Because he's not a great runner, and it helps him with the test by cheating. Like it shoots out little cameras.
This
And
sounds
it
like a
kinda-
low rent Mac and me.
Yeah, God, I was just gonna think of
it
Mac
kind
and
of
me.
is. It is Mac. It kind of is Mac and me. It's like it's like a Chinese Mac and me more than it is a Chinese ET. But it's actually pretty good in the end. They kill the father in the end. Like he falls from a skyscraper he's working on. And,
Well, that doesn't
yeah.
happen in ET. Well, maybe it happens in ET. We don't know.
Well,
what
they do the
happens
ouch
to
stuff.
father.
The thing is, the alien gives the father life, but in the process gives up its life. And in the very, very final shots of the movie, another alien ship shows up, and it shows up, and all these other like fucking little CJ7s come sprinting out, and then they.
What a gay fucking name. They're
Yeah.
called CJ7s.
So that comes from a character, the little kid in the movie. They have these dogs called CJ1s that are supposed to be super cool, the coolest toy. And they're like, "What's this egg toy you have?" And he's like, "CJ7." They're like, "What?"
Oh,
the little
makes
kids are
sense.
dicks. They're super dicks. But
Are they all Asian?
yeah, they're all. You know what? There may have been one white kid in there, but otherwise, I
Weird.
think they're all like Chinese.
Which Stephen Chow is the Chinese or the Japanese? Where's
So
he
he's
from?
the guy that did
Mermaid.
Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
But
and the Mermaid, right? That movie that just
Yeah,
made
and
like
The
$1
Mermaid.
billion
He-
in China.
Yeah, he directed. I've seen that. He directed that. He's not in that. That's okay. CJ7's a better movie, I felt. I like Stephen Chow in the movie more than I like him just behind the camera only.
Why
that
why of all the movies to show your kids did you wind up with CJ7? Because you just showed them ET or?
Well, yeah, because I did show him ET recently, but the main reason is because I wanted to show them Shaolin Soccer, and I realized I couldn't show them that because that's a little bit too advanced. Plus, it's all reading. for
Have your kids requested repeats yet at their young age?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Multiple times. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Spirited Away is a huge repeat. Frozen's a huge repeat.
God.
Zootopia is a huge repeat. Tangled was a huge repeat. Moana is the current major repeat.
You have a girl though, I think,
And a little guy that loves this shit too. I mean, he loves Moana and he loves Frozen. I don't think he cared too much for Tangled. Disney does a well enough job, honestly, of marketing towards boys and girls. Dinosaur he's really into right now because he fucking loves dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and whales.
Dino Riders. Fucking show him Dino Riders.
I need to get Dino Riders. Yeah, I need to find that. I need to go
Check
buy
out all
that.
these cool tools you can't buy anymore.
Yeah. So I he loves whales, so I put on a lot of fucking like BBC Earth whale documentaries, and then he's just like whale, orca, dolphin. I'm like, which one's the humpback? Which one's the blue whale? Blue whale. Which one's the sperm whale? But they love the fucking sperm whale. They love it. It's like they're one of their favorite things, and they don't even can't remember the word sperm whale. And I just wait for them to learn the word sperm. Essentially,
I know.
they won't say it. It's like the only one, but they fucking do love it. They have like little sperm whale toys they run around with and shit.
All right, so Felk, what have you been up to?
Well, since the last episode, which we touched on VR, I've done a little follow-up post VR research, just kind of comparing the things I said to what other people have said. I've looked at reviews, and I think it's pretty important that we did the podcast we did, because when I search for VR porn articles, people reporting about it, people reviewing it, talking about it, it is really sparse. Most of the reviews are from like the launch of the PSVR or the launch of the Oculus Rift. Nobody's followed up about it. Nobody gives tips or pointers or where to find the best content, any of that. So I do want to update on that. But I mean, so many reviews, looking at you, Polygon, start with like a reviewer saying
Shots fired.
Just preface, I personally from the reviewer, I don't actually watch porn. I like to read literotica if I do sully myself, if I find porn degrading to women. But I'll go ahead and review it now. So there was this porn star whose name, of course, I have no idea who they were, and did things to me. And I found it too intimate. It was very uncomfortable to have a stranger in my face and doing sexual acts to me. And I'm just like, well, there's a market. I read many reviews that come with that exact same intonation, and there's definitely a market to be reporting on VR porn, not just on the cutting edge, but also from the perspective of somebody who doesn't feel the need to preface any porn review with, oh, this is, not really a fan of the pornography, but no. VR porn, I feel like I gave a fair and balanced review of the technology from somebody who is not afraid to say they enjoy the porn.
Well, hey, you know what? Fuck, way to go.
So I looked into where to find porn now, because, you do kind of have to basically download it to make it work with a Rift. And so Pornhub and other sites, they've upped their game. The key thing is that they're kind of settling at the 5-minute clip, but they are allowing you now, even without a membership, to just download in good quality. And X-Hamster, the worst named porn site there is, actually has the best setup, because they let you download clips at like full resolution. And as with any video content, resolution.
What was the name of that?
X-Hamster.
X-Hamster. Yeah, X-Hamster. That is a terrible name. Yeah, I agree. I've never liked that name.
Well, they're the ones who blocked like Utah when they passed some like anti-gay marriage bill. So they kind of have like their finger on the pulse of the cutting edge of what's moral. They're definitely a do-good porn site.
Yeah, and Pornhub does similar things. Like, doesn't Pornhub donate some of its daily
prostate
ad revenue to shit?
Yeah, they did the whole blue ribbon thing for prostate cancer.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I mean, Steve Jobs wouldn't give shit to cancer research, and he had billions, and he got it. So, I mean, it shows you as tech companies go, they're not so bad. They're kind of got good things going. They're trying to do good in this world. My other update would be that last night, me and a good friend went to a restaurant I have not been to in many years.
Who's your good friend?
Corey.
Okay, I'll fart over that.
No, I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
Fart.
First names only. Good friend of mine named Corey went to a restaurant we have not been to in many years called Hooters. And my God, was it weird to be at a Hooters in 2017 after everything the internet has told us about the way the world has changed. To just go to a restaurant and say, oh, there's still girls in pretty slutty little outfits serving really, really bad food. I mean, that's the key is you go to a Hooters, you're immediately like, why don't I go here more often? At least I was. Then you eat the food and it's like, oh, right, the food takes 45 minutes and it's like cafeteria food. But one thing that occurred to me is that Hooters can obviously no longer require that the girls have big tits. They can't like hire girls for not having big tits. They do hire hot girls, of course, but the tits really aren't like out anymore. They're just wearing tank tops. And at this point,
bullshit.
you can see more cleavage and better tits on Wilshire Boulevard or any major street in Los Angeles, just girls walking around in athletic wear. But you do still see like the bottom of the ass cheek in their little outfits. They wear leggings now. They didn't used to wear leggings.
Yeah. And Hooters is like pre-internet pretty much, right? Like, does it start like early 90s, late 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mid 90s.
But it seemed like a novelty when I was like in junior high. That was like, oh, we got to go to Hooters. We got to see some Hooters.
Yeah. Well, so they shouldn't even call it Hooters anymore. They should just call it asses because that's what you're really staring at the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, they have other ones that are for like asses. Like there's Tilted Kilts that's in there. Some other one I was just trying to look up and I couldn't find the name of it. That's in Houston that like all the crew always go to, and like Tilted Kilts they always go to, Hooters they always go to. That they can find them, and it's sad. I remember I went to my first one in '99 on a road trip across the United States with my dad and my brothers. And I was just like, we went into the Hooters and I was just like super uncomfortable right away. I was like, this is weird and gross and everything feels greasy and just gross. And I don't know. It was just me. But
gross
and
is
then
not, so gross doesn't even like enter into it for me. There's nothing gross about looking at some sweet butts. But the key thing is
like the women. It was Chicago, I guess, and it was like they weren't like attractive. They really weren't attractive at all. Like, and it was just like these like flabby butts with like the Hooters sewn in like tan thighs, like not where the like the leg really is, kind of thing. And
LA has a little bit better quality maybe than.
Yeah, well, I think I've done LA once and it was fine. But
the key thing is that it's definitely maybe not California. I mean, it's obviously nationwide, and they have them in Texas. And I've been to ones in Texas, and they're pretty fun. But like in Texas, like strip clubs aren't like seedy little things hidden in the middle of nowhere like they are in LA. They are on the fucking freeway.
Yes, when I went to a strip club in Houston, Texas, I pretty much established right away that it was just a brothel.
Which one was it?
I don't remember the name, but I was being propositioned for sex left and right.
Oh, okay. That might have been Colorado.
No, it was in Houston.
No, you have no idea where you were.
Colorado is the name of a strip club in Houston. It's on the 59th.
Oh.
No. That doesn't ring a bell, though.
Yeah, no, Colorado. It's Colorado's, I think.
Rattle off some more for me, and I might.
Sugars. Perfect 10. God, what was the name of the other ones? Sugars is the best. But when I lived in San Antonio, there's a strip club called Sugars. It's just like right in the freeway. It's in a mini mall, like right next to a fucking Best Buy, and they have a full menu, and it's just like this huge like multi-roomed restaurant where just girls. I mean, they can't even have their tits out. They have to technically wear pasties. At least in 2005, they did. But it was just a place where like friends would go for lunch and watch the game, and there'd just be like girls dancing around. And yeah.
Did people ever go there for butt stuff?
Report preliminary findings. Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool Boy Nation, pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our Cool Boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers.
No sweat.
So cool.
Cold open will get cut down significantly, and that's probably the only thing I'll edit at this point, other than this giant hole.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start butt stuff now.
Well, speaking of giant holes, hold on, let me lubricate my throat.
Well, I think you should just go in from there.
So we're into butt stuff now. All right.
Already in it. This is all live.
So,
I'm deep in the butt.
yeah. Well, we all kind of know where this is going to be heading. Is you guys
Falk,
asking
tell
me
us.
questions.
Tell me, Falk. Tell me. Tell me.
Well, I kind of want to go over your topic list real fast because you have a nice little breakdown of things. It ends with coffee break.
Coffee break.
And I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of terrified by your little subtopics under butt stuff. Because wake up butt stuff all day? Like, what the fuck does that mean? No.
That's the question I was going to ask you. All right, well, you want to hear my interview? Then here's my interview.
Interview me.
All right, Felk. Well, I want to know about butt stuff. Me having never done any butt stuff at all.
Really?
I am curious. Absolutely. So, curious, Felk. What is it like? Like is it like you wake up and it's like butt stuff all day? Like that you just like in your head you want to do butt stuff all day?
What is butt stuff? I don't even know what butt stuff we're talking about.
Butt stuff to me, I'm assuming we're referring to was mainly Felk and his anal proclivities.
I don't have anal proclivities. I've given anal sex. I've never had, only been with women in my life, obviously.
Felk, have you ever been pegged?
No, I've never been pegged.
But would you?
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could take it. My butt's tender and soft.
Oh, gross! Just start bleeding out all over the mouth.
I probably would, honestly.
Don't look at me.
No.
Don't look at me.
So yeah, I've had girls' tongues up the butt. I've had fingers in there, and of course I've had my cock in girls' and women's butts.
All right, Felk. Well, that leads me into question number 2: finding/discovering a partner.
That's got to be the weirdest.
How do you do that?
That's the weirdest. You don't. You do not fucking look for somebody for butt sex. You look for somebody for sex or for a relationship.
Well, then how do you discover the partner?
It's been multiple occasions. I mean, the first time I did anything but was with a girl I was dating who saw an episode of Sex and the City or Entourage and was like, let's try it. And it didn't work out very well, so it didn't go very well. Another time was just a drunk girl that took home from a bar who was like, you can fuck me in the ass if you want to.
Girls just say that you take home from bars?
Yeah. A woman. She was a woman. She was a...
Ballard and I have spent too much of our life in relationships. We don't know about all this like scandalous activities that happen at bars these days.
Yeah, this girl was drunk and dirty and was the first one to really request it in the butt and take it. And she did. She didn't have any, like, there was lube.
Felk. Are we talking like windsock?
What is a windsock?
Like the asshole when it's coming like out? Like
So that's a prolapse
come
rectum.
on.
No, I've never prolapsed a rectum.
No,
Come
not
on.
that intense. I'm not talking about an ass tulip. I'm just talking about ass windsock where you kind of see it, I guess, like in the porn when they like it's getting stretched too hard.
It was ready
or
for
whatever.
it. Yeah, it was ready for it.
I want to think
Jesus
most
Christ.
I think most ass sex happens in a dark room, 2 a.m., really drunk. Are you really looking for a tulip?
No. I mean, no, it sometimes it happens in the afternoon, so.
Oh, I've never heard of butt sex in the afternoon.
My idea of butt sex always thought was that it was night, about midnight. Candles are lit. Kenny G is playing in the background, and everyone is all lubed up and oiled to perfection.
Well, your
perfection.
conception is very wrong.
And that is why I've never had it.
Yeah, if you're lighting candles, you're not butt fucking. Butt fucking is it's not a feathers or softness or get the lighting just right. Maybe pull out my guitar and play you a song first. It's like drunk, rambling. Now my asshole because the vagina wasn't enough.
You already got my asshole so wet just from that. Just you playing guitars for me.
That's a key thing.
I'm so wet right now.
Assholes don't get wet. You have to lube them up. If you don't do lube, man, that is a painful. I have fucked a girl without lube of any kind. Even for me, I was like, this hurts my cock. Why is it not hurting your asshole?
Ouch.
Why are you doing this?
Because she wanted it. She was like, no lube.
No lube.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who is this chick?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, don't. If you're not using lube, will you like wet it with your tongue a little bit?
Yeah, spit in the hand. At least use a little spit. At least something. Because otherwise it's sandpaper going in.
God damn. See, no.
Okay.
That's prison sex, right? That's what the prison sex is.
I can imagine couples just wanting to get freaky one night, but I can never imagine just a single girl like taking a guy over in a bar and be like, you better fuck this ass.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Give it to me. No lube tonight. Fuck me hard.
When you were 20, I think I was 26, bringing home a 38-year-old legal secretary that I met at the Blue Room in Burbank, California.
Wow.
That happened. So and all of her coworkers were mad at me because they were all trying to fuck her.
Felk, man about town.
Yeah.
Man about Burbank.
Well, back in the day.
Shut your doors, ladies. Felk's coming through. Giddy up, bitches. Giddy up.
The next one is cleanup routine, and before you're even gonna say it, I'll just go ahead and
no,
cut you off.
Felk, we never even got to butt stuff routine. So
routine.
I need to hear about. How do you clean prior? Like, what is it you use to clean your butthole before you let some girl eat your asshole out?
Oh, okay. Me?
Wait, I want to. But before we get into this question, because we're so deep right now, I just want to cut back a little bit. Just a few moments ago, Noli, Felk, we were first discussing. We didn't know what butt stuff really meant or entailed. Before we go any further, talking about rim jobs and anal fucking, did you guys have any other ideas or concepts of what butt stuff was going to be about?
Sounds like no one already knows.
I thought it was just anal sex. I didn't remember that Felk does the rim jobs, and I was like, okay, here we go.
All right, and Felk,
well, okay, so wait a minute. Rim job can mean either way. So if you guys have never had a girl lick your ass, neither of you?
I don't want that. No.
Really?
Never.
I don't think it would turn me on at all. No.
That's someone who's like, cheesecake looks gross. Have you ever tried it? No. Cheesecake's disgusting.
I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake's fucking awesome, and so are rim jobs.
Don't fucking tell me I don't love cheesecake.
My thought process is I know what comes out of my ass. I would not want to kiss the girl that spent 5 minutes down there licking my butthole.
Yeah, dude, I have some rough days on the toilet, okay?
No, so you I think I could go head to head with you, except for some specific aloe incidents.
Are you talking about docking? You want to dock with me?
No.
That's a word I have not heard in quite some time.
I have not docked. I have never docked. So have you never licked a girl's ass?
I don't think so. No.
Sometimes, oh my God, I've had so many wonderful experiences licking girls' asses, and so many sad experiences.
What do you mean?
Where just a girl has just a perfect. I'm eating her pussy, and she has a perfect little asshole, like right there in front of me, and I try to lick it, and she's like, "No, I don't like that," and I'm like, always, of course, 100% respectful, but at the same time, it's just like, really, it's so what a missed opportunity, what unused potential in your ass because you think your ass is gross. It's just like, it's just a part of the body, and it's an erogenous zone. Believe me,
it's a dirty part of the body, dude.
Felk, practically,
you vomit out your mouth.
Yeah, I also brush it clean 3 times a day.
I brush my asshole pretty clean. I use a special tool. I really enjoy licking a girl's ass. And if I was like, licking a girl's ass is gross, but I love when girls lick my asses, I think that would be hypocritical and rude. Reciprocate.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And if I was in a boat similar to yours, I guess I would be, agree with that equal pay, equal rights.
Yeah, exactly. It is an ultimate equalizer, and the first time a girl that I was sleeping with asked to kind of toss your salad, I immediately thought of the Chris Rock
girls. What girls are doing this?
She was a dancer.
So I'm like, I miss this generation of girls just wanting to get fucked in the butt and lick my butthole.
It's becoming a thing. A big factor is that fucking episode of Sex and the City where the nice girl, Kristen Davis, call back to the last episode, I think. She does it in an episode. That kind of girls who saw that in college were kind of like, oh, maybe I try now.
Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up.
Don't
Becky.
talk about my Kristen or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Martha or Maggie. What was her name? It had to be something like that. I don't know. Anyways. Well,
Charlotte.
All right, let's get back into it.
Kristen Davis was Charlotte.
That's it.
Miranda was the one who had the dilemma because a guy wanted to lick her ass and she wasn't into it, but then she did.
So I really don't want to get into the roster of Sex in the City right now.
Sex and the City is a fascinating show.
Because if you say Sarah Jessica Parker with all this ass licking talk, I'm about to fucking retch. Okay?
I don't think she was really involved. It was the other three.
This 3-year-old beer I'm drinking over here, and you're testing the limits of my stomach right now.
Okay, so I mean, seriously, if you'll drink a 3-year-old beer that's turned into fucking
6 or
7-year-old beer that's turned into vinegar, but you won't taste a freshly clean. All right, fine. Assholes poop, and sometimes they're gross, but right out of the shower, or maybe during a bubble bath at a really nice resort. the ass pops out of bubble bath. It's completely clean. You won't get in there.
No, keep going. I want to hear about your cleaning routine. So, how do you clean up before?
Well, yeah. So if it's somebody, I love doing it for the first time or even at all, and it's, at least somewhat anticipated it's a possibility. Yeah.
So this becomes like a planned event, like on Friday night. You're going to lick my butthole.
Well, no, just like if I have a feeling that we're going to be having sex that night, I'll make sure I've showered. Maybe just hop in the shower real fast and make sure everything's tip top. Certainly wouldn't do it like
trim the vines.
Yeah, it's not something you do after eating like a big meal of Indian food where that in any moment you're volatile. But if you just had like rice and yogurt all day and have had a shower in the last hour or so, you're good to go. I mean, you're okay. But then I've also had times where like unexpected bar sex that I wasn't intending to happen from someone you just met that night, and she winds up back at your place or you're back at hers, and she just mid blowjob starts going down. And maybe the last shower I took was last night, and I went to the gym around 2 p.m. and only took like.
Wait, but Felk, let's get it straight first. Your showers, like your worst shower, is like a half-hour mango body scrub.
No, I really enjoy the shower. Yeah.
No, you do. Felk enjoys the shower. Like you get into it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that like Felk's worst shower scrub was like, I didn't trim the hairs down past half an inch.
When Ballard was moving, he had to take a shower at my place, and
I did.
You were like, I gave you like a washcloth. I'm like, use this body wash. I think you'll enjoy it. It doesn't have any aloe in it. I made sure that there was no allergy things, and I also gave you recommendations of all my various shampoos and soaps, and you were just like, wait, what is the washcloth for? And I'm like, to put the body wash on. And you were like, I just use my hand. I'm like, you're a caveman.
But Noli, some of that was more like, was like me showering, right? And like washcloth, working it and stuff like that, and using his shampoo or whatnot. And then all of a sudden I hear and I'd be like, yo, what's up? And he'd be like, hey, have you tried using the mango scrub? No, not yet. Try using the mango scrub. All right, I'll try using the mango scrub. And then like 2 minutes.
I did not.
How was it? What? How was it? What? The mango scrub.
I did not do
that.
I left you to your own.
He was passing me instructions while showering. It was like how to do it.
Hey, you jerking off yet?
Yeah.
I have very good lotions for jerking off. I have a special lotion.
It was Felk and Corey were actually both waiting in the other room, like waiting for the review of the shower when I came out.
I've upgraded my shower I have a different place now, but I upgraded that shower with like a rainfall shower, because rainfall is really the way to go. The only problem
it is.
No, it is. But the problem is I don't have the handle spray, and that was kind of a big part, is putting the handle spray right.
Oh yeah, you got to have both. You got to have both. Got to have both. My favorite thing about both is that you would have the rainfall, but then you have the handle right next to it. And I don't even use the handle sometimes. I just leave it up there as an additional water source. So I got like rainfall and a third coming at me.
Well, we're getting into shower routines now, kind of.
If you saw my shower right now, it'd blow your mind.
Oh, really?
I have the rainfall. I have shower head spraying at nipple high and dick high, and a wand.
Jesus.
What?
So you have one of those showers that are used for porns, where like a fuck shower.
Pretty much. We bought the house; it was already included. I did not see.
That's
the shower
awesome.
head on.
The shower head looked for you.
Please, can you review it, Noli, for the Cool Boy channel?
I will try to review it. It was very daunting. I really didn't want to take a shower in there at first. I just didn't. It freaked me out a little.
Oh, dude, that would be me in the first hour of moving in. Would be like, I gotta take a shower.
I still haven't shit in all my bathrooms yet.
Oh man, no, yeah, I'm right away. I shit in all bathrooms as fast as I can. Totally do. I try to lay it down everywhere I can.
All right, so the cleaning process.
So yeah, so folks, the hydrogen peroxide your asshole like for like what, days beforehand?
Oh God, no. Just I use Anthony Logistics algae scrub, sea salt algae scrub for the face, sea salt body scrub, and that leaves my ass smelling kind of like the ocean. And who doesn't want to eat a?
Ew, dude! Seriously, the ocean isn't that great of a smell. It's a great smell in the idea.
It smells like
but
clams.
if you actually go to an ocean, you're kind of like, oh, what the fuck is this smell?
I know
like,
you're talking about the Seinfeld episode where Calvin Klein guys tell Kramer that he's.
I live near the ocean. I'm talking about when I go to I'm gonna go running alongside the ocean today I'm gonna get my 2 miles in, and then I go running like, oh, dude, what the fuck is this smell?
Okay, it doesn't smell like the ocean, but it smells like nature. It smells like meadows.
Oh, that's different. Meadows are a lot different.
Yeah, it's a nice watery smell. But yeah, so
oh
sometimes
God, watery out your asshole. That's not like something I want to think about.
well, I have mango lotion, so my ass kind of smells like mangoes. Who doesn't want to eat a mango?
Your asshole probably like eating your asshole probably is like eating some kind of tropical fruit probably then.
I had one girl give me a massage with her lotion, and she had like flavored body lotion, and of course she really got in there, and I'm sure it tasted like strawberries to her.
I don't think so. I think it still tasted like poop.
No.
Can you taste the mango?
When no, I don't wipe till there's blood.
Oh, have you ever?
Oh, Jesus! It's like
I don't stop wiping till there's blood. I mean I
me
wipe.
too. Yeah. That's my slogan. Wipe till you bleed.
Yeah, I wipe good and hard. I make sure.
That's a great motto. Wipe till you bleed.
I wipe the
bitches.
inside and the outside.
Oh my God!
Have you ever licked an asshole and then found poop particles on your tongue?
I've never licked. It'd be tough to know. I've never licked an asshole and had to be poopy, but I definitely have had my dick in a butt. I'm doing a motion. And it pulls out, and oh, look at that!
That's terrible.
And sometimes it's just a little bit.
That's not worth it.
Little streak down the side of it. But one time,
you pulled out a nug.
Yeah, I luckily had a condom on, but that condom looked like I just dipped it in fudge pudding. Man,
come on!
It brought
is this one of those girls?
This is really gross.
Did this girl request the anal fucking too?
No, I've never asked for it.
Wow.
So I've only done it by request. I would never say like, hey, are you into butt stuff? No, I'm never even the one who brings it up. It's always them asking for it. But I've been asked.
Christ.
I've been asked many times. I'm sorry.
Wow. So you've never tasted poop when you've been down there licking?
No, I don't think so. I mean, who can be sure? But I don't think so.
Are you ever sober doing this? Or is it just a drunk thing?
Yeah, I've been sober.
Cool.
So cool.
Okay, so the second to last fucking topic you have is man, woman, or both. Fuck you.
Well, have you ever?
Only women, yes, only women.
I actually have a question.
No.
So since you're a man and you're getting your asshole licked out, when do you stop? Like, do you reach an orgasm during this, or are you just like, okay, I'm done. Thanks for the cleaning.
That's a good question.
That's long pause.
Yeah, really.
Usually it's like, I'm good. There's a moment when they tell me, like, say that.
You know how it is, Noli. It's probably like, it's like, no. And then it's like a slight tug, like, get over here. I want to start
you mean when
fucking...
you're fucking the ass or when you're eating it?
Eating it, I imagine.
When your butthole's being eaten, when do we know?
Like it's like
done?
a little tug. It's like a tug, just like any other time when there's like a blowjob's going on or you're going down on a chick. It's that little tug, like, come here, like I'm ready to fucking take this up a notch. Like that same tug I imagine happens. That same hint.
That's pretty right. That's pretty right.
Yeah.
So much tugging.
They'll twist to the side, turn around.
I'm so wet. My pussy's wet. But my asshole's even more ready for you to fuck it now. Start fucking me. Hey, I'm gonna get the lube. Yeah. No!
Jesus.
No lube.
I don't think
dry
fucking. Turn a girl on more than Phil's dirty butthole.
My butthole's not great either. I had to have surgery on it not that long ago, so it's.
Oh shit! What
Jesus
happened?
Christ.
I had a situation where I had to have a double hemorrhoidectomy. It was on the inside.
Okay, Phil, come on.
They were on the inside. Maybe cut that out. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. But yeah, that put me out of commission for a while there.
All right.
That's when you weren't returning my text.
You know what it was? I don't. Did I not tell you guys I did that? Yeah.
Are we in edit right now? Are we in edit?
No, we're not.
No.
I had a double hemorrhoidectomy, and then I went and saw Batman v Superman in theaters, and my ass was hurting so much by that second hour.
Can you imagine if you saw the actual release of the Ultimate Edition? At the
Yeah,
time?
I guess I have to thank Warner Brothers for cutting it down so much. My asshole thanked you in the second viewing. Because
You know what would have helped is that if Doomsday's character never existed.
Yeah.
Or only existed.
Because I saw that movie Saturday, and then I had the surgery Monday, and then I saw it the second time that night because I took the whole day off work and the next day. And so that was not a good decision to see a movie that long.
Felk, so far on this podcast, I think you've mentioned 2 different times you've taken work off, and I've been always disappointed that it did not involve a Ferris Bueller-like day of hijinks.
No, because I'm responsible. I'm taking it off for surgery, not for hijinks. I'm responsible.
I always would Ferris Bueller it up. I was sick, never sick.
Really? I take Saturdays. I mean,
I was at like Cubs games and museums.
Yeah. Ferraris.
Just driving in Ferraris.
Well, I am a professional.
Hanging out at the Sears Tower. Head against the glass, chilling.
So what's up with this coffee break?
You don't live in Chicago. Yeah, what does coffee break mean? Does it literally just mean we'll take a break? Coffee's not a good beverage to go with butt sex.
What?
Coffee is not a good beverage for butt sex.
I think coffee would be a great drink for after butt sex, though, because then you need to go shit like so much shit out. I would imagine. Right?
I don't know. I've never received butt sex. We made that very clear. I hope.
I don't think we made it clear.
I still think you've been pegged.
I would not. I have not. I've had like a finger, girl's finger.
I'm gonna cut all this audio out
Why?
of just you right there, and then just end it with Noli and I being like, "Yes, you have. You've been pegged." And then,
Hold on, let me do my Felk impression.
Yeah,
I've done it in the butt.
I can't stop.
That's pretty similar to a Nicolas Cage impression.
It's been in my ass multiple times.
And now I'll leave this in.
The listeners won't know.
Well, yeah. So when you're done, like with the butt, is that usually just because you're ready to blow your load, or like have you ever been like, I'm bored and you want to go back to Puss Town?
Yeah, I need a sandwich. No, it's usually just been requested. That like
requested to stop, like a little raw. Hold your horses.
Because the lube runs out eventually.
You go through a tube in one fucking.
No, I mean the lube that's already in there.
Wait, we didn't ask one question. We didn't ask a question. Felk, you ever cream pied an ass?
No, I've never come in an ass. I wouldn't because that's extra dangerous and kind of just gross.
That's only actually more extra dangerous for the receiver on that end, not your end.
Well, yeah, but
you've already damaged your dick as much as you have at this point. You've taken all the HIV that you can possibly take.
Yeah.
You probably have already destroyed.
Yeah, and I shave too, so there's always like a nick or two, like a little like cut here or there in my dick.
Yeah. So wait, do you shave pretty clean?
Yeah, I shave pretty clean.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to lose weight, so I haven't. I'm kind of like on a month-long diet, so I'm letting the chest hair grow in, so that when I do kind of do a full groom, it'll be nice and tight. I hope. Yeah.
Super solid and tight.
I like the thought process.
I watched a lot of Henry Cavill working out videos today at work, so I'm getting tips.
You should watch Henry Cavill while listening to System of a Down.
What do those two have to do with each other?
No, I'm just saying, try it. I think that
No,
might
like-
actually be like the secret.
No, the guy's name is Mark Twight. I think his name is. He's Zack Snyder's like personal trainer / fitness consultant, and he was responsible for getting like 30 guys buff for 300, and has worked with them ever since.
Yeah,
And-
sort of digital artists.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean there were some spray on
Digital.
ads, but he definitely knows how to build a.
Go back and like rewatch like David Wenham. Like go back and rewatch like that little boy character that like gets. His head cut off.
Okay, but Gerard Butler, he put some heat on him.
Gerard had to get in shape, and Michael Fassbender. Let's face it, he's always been in shape.
Yeah, but he's actually the skinniest of all the guys in that movie.
So I rewatched 300 recently. And,
Are we still talking about butt sex?
No, I think we're over butt sex.
I think 300 is always butt sex. So I watched it recently with my wife, and it was pretty funny. We were watching it, and we noticed Michael Fassbender. Remember, like this is pretty early on Hollywood Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
And like there's scenes where it seems like it's improv, like he's just throwing shit out there, and you
we'll
can just
fight in the
imagine,
shade.
like, Yeah, like Zack Snyder just like, ooh, I like that. What's that guy over there? And they call it like, oh, that's Michael. He goes, yeah, what's his last name? Fassbender. Ooh, I like that. It's called Fassy. You know, and like hey, yo, it's Fassy. Hey, what's up, Zach?
Zack Snyder does wear a lot of scarves.
Fast Mike, what's up, Fast Mike? You know, so I ended up spending the rest of watching 300 just laughing every time Michael Fassbender was on scene, assuming there was this bromance between him and Zack Snyder. That Fassbender knew goddamn well that it was one way. That Zack Snyder was feeling it and he wasn't. It's the same way that J.J. Abrams and Zack Snyder have like this bromance that it doesn't really exist on J.J.'s side, but it's 100% going on Zack Snyder's side.
You know what? I think Zack Snyder's a better director than J.J. Abrams.
Well, you know,
get
that's
the
a good
fuck
point.
out of here.
Director. Not movies, director. Who's a better director?
Felk, I think you got a point in the sense that JJ
has one
has
style
the same issue as Joss Whedon has, where when they make movies,
they're making
their movies
big
feel
TV
very
shows.
much like TV specials. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. While Zack Snyder looks like he's making cinema.
He's a film.
Nope.
Even if he's
totally
failing,
disagree with you. Totally
even if he's
disagree with you.
failing, he still looks like cinema to me.
Yep.
No. Zack Snyder is making music videos.
Totally, but some David Fincher was music videos.
Exactly.
Zack Snyder doesn't know a thing about pacing, character development, plot. He doesn't know anything. JJ at least has that covered.
Yeah, because he's just adapting the TV model, which is fine because TV has all those things. But talking about like as a director, like pacing, plot, those aren't just the director. They are, but they're the script is also a factor. The actors are a factor. But we're talking about just how you visualize a script as given. Director for hire. I think Zack Snyder
JJ can put so much on screen with his camera movements, the way the blocking's going on. Zack Snyder doesn't know shit. He knows how to dress a very sexy shot, make it look like a comic book panel, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's true, but that's kind of what I mean by cinematic. Because I think comics are very cinematic in them and by nature. Yeah. But I do agree with you, and I also think that J.J. Abrams and like someone like Joss Whedon, what they really do bring to cinema right now is cinema is no longer become a world of one film. The Rock, it is now, like Felk mentioned in our episode about Caged Up, about how The Rock would today be terrible because it would be just part one of 7-part series.
Yeah,
sure.
And Snyder's not good at that. He's not good at doing the universe.
He's not. You're right. He's not good at that. Or doesn't seem to be at right now.
Well, Man of Steel is a good. I love Man of Steel, and
I love
as a self-contained movie, it
works. But
works.
once he finishes his trilogy, the idea is that it's all to be revealed, right? Then we'll understand all his choices, quote unquote. So, anyways, but what I do feel is that Joss and JJ do bring a great cinematic quality to this inherent new world of cinema filmmaking, which is essentially just 2-hour episodes that you watch one episode a year, or in Marvel's case, 3 episodes a year, and then you wait for the next year to watch 3 more episodes, and then every 4 years you get your season finale essentially, and that's kind of like sucks, but they are great for that at least. But I do think JJ suffers from he doesn't make a movie that I feel like is cinematic in pacing at least, or or in shot setup. It does feel a little bit too TV to me. Like it's all too lit. Normally to me,
it's like usually that flat, bright, even lighting. They have one style basically between the two of them. Just Josh and JJ,
right? Yeah, and like Zack Snyder, I feel like he brings when the shot composition is coloring and dark tones.
I like Joss, but JJ shits all over him, so let's not even put them in the same conversation.
Well, they kind of put themselves in the same conversation on Twitter.
When it comes to like telling a better story, I will 100% agree with you that Joss and JJ both tell a better story than Zack Snyder ever will.
Disney wanted Zack Snyder first for the Force Awakens for Star Wars 7. That he was their first
Fuck
choice.
That. Oh,
because they were both attached. Snyder was attached to DC.
I didn't like Zack Snyder for Man of Steel, and I didn't like that he continued to Batman v Superman. I mean, I didn't like it when I heard that. I usually have a lot of people have issues with casting, like, oh, Ben Affleck will be terrible, Heath Ledger's going to suck. I don't really give a shit about that. Honestly, I wait to see how it turns out. But directors are different because directors are like authors and shit. And so when I hear a director, I'm just like, oh my god, this is the direction the film is going to go.
Look at this
direction
though.
the tone's going to be.
I can't really talk to you guys because you guys like love Zack Snyder movies, but like he's got a healthy catalog now. Let's say like 6 movies,
totally
maybe more. To me, they're all shit. And then JJ's catalog is so much better. So I mean, at this point, the conversation's over.
7, 8 with Justice League.
Well, JJ's only misstep for me is Into Darkness. And that's
I don't think I've seen that.
Star Trek Into Darkness. The second.
Oh no! See, I like that movie, dude.
I disagree. That's
For
his only
me,
misstep.
I like it. I like it a lot as a Star Wars movie. I think it is a terrible Star Trek film.
8mm or Super 8, I thought sucked. I thought
Super 8's
I
not
like
good.
Super 8.
No,
I
okay.
like Super 8 a lot.
I'll
Actually,
agree with Phil. Super 8 was good until they revealed the monster. Then it was just a piece of shit.
Super 8 does not work.
yeah, that's true. That is
And it-
true. But I like Super 8 pretty much. I like
And it was
a
just
lot.
a fucking ET ripoff too. So, but he tried to make it an ET.
Yeah,
ripoff.
Stranger Things,
that was
which
the whole
isn't
point
that
of it.
good, does what Super 8 was trying to do way better.
Absolutely does. Yeah, way better for sure.
And I'm not a fan of Stranger Things.
What I think Zack Snyder just does is he tells a more cinematic story.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Doesn't mean he's a better storyteller because I think TV's shown even right now with Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones is probably the hottest fucking thing out there right now.
I got one title for you. Sucker Punch.
Okay.
Sucker Punch was terrible.
You know what Sucker Punch was, though, right? Because Warner Brothers basically gave Christopher Nolan a fucking deal after The Dark Knight. Make our next Batman movie in your little franchise. You can have whatever the fuck you want in the middle. We'll give you $100 million to make your own little fucking project. And he made a movie about shit that happens in dreams. They did it with Zack Snyder. They had him do Watchmen. We need you to do one more super comic book movie, a big tentpole. You can have the same fucking deal. Make your little personal project. I think they gave him less than Inception, like 50 million. But his movie, he did the same thing. He made like a personal project that he wanted to make for years. Wrote his own screenplay and had it. Most of it takes place in dreams, and it sucks because that's the difference between Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder. Is that like, Snyder's covering things, he's ripping off things. So Sucker Punch is just a mesh of these are things I liked in anime mostly.
I wasn't hating it at first until it was like the third time they went into the dream. It's like, we still have got to get 5 rings or whatever the hell they had to get. And I was like, oh my God, I'm actually going to sit through 3 more of these things. Holy shit. This movie's 3 hours.
I hated it. I mean, I remember her dancing into the first dream and I was like, this is horseshit.
The first dream, when she goes into the Bjork song, I actually was kind of into it at that point. I was just like, okay, so I'm just watching a bunch of music videos.
I couldn't stand the fact that she honestly was just like dancing and she's the best dancer ever and all she does is shoulder movement. It fucking pissed me off. She's like, she's the best dancer.
You never see the dances.
I hate that.
Okay.
Anyway, we've spent so much time on, what were we talking about? Zack Snyder and J.J. Abrams.
And I think for Sucker Punch, her dancing wasn't as fantastic as it should be. It should have been dirty dancing, like dirty asshole sex.
Well, talking about delicious assholes like Zack Snyder, let's move on to talking bodies.
All systems ready. 3, 2, 1.
I saw him out walking with his girl.
Talking bodies. Yeah. Talking bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I spilled beverage all over me. Oh, no, the paper towels are falling. Hold on.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
Yep.
Beverage, more like cum.
This is how Talking Bodies is going to start. All right. Well, I guess for tonight, for Talking Bodies, our show, does anybody have a mega hottie or a super babe?
I got a lot of mega hotties and super babes.
Well, I would like to keep tonight's mega hotties and super babes only down to booty queens.
That's well, you read my mind and my ass, didn't you? I said didn't you twice. So I wanted to come up with some mega hotties in terms of booty specific, and I have quite a few. So just real fast,
hit me, bro.
The ones you don't hold on.
Real fast.
Ones you don't need. You don't need any introduction or to look up. I'm sure you're all aware. Probably the best ass of all time in porn belongs to Alexis Texas, fellow Texan. An ass.
I don't like her. I don't like her much.
An ass I've actually touched once because she gave me a side hug and kind of just like with angle the body. So yeah, it's like it's okay.
Wait. Where were you at? Like the porn convention
I was at a private party at a club.
Well, then there you go. That's not so bad. Well,
yes.
Okay, so talking asses and just keeping it even porn. Rachel Starr has a great ass, and Noel, you've seen Rachel Starr's ass in person at a bar randomly, right?
I saw her clothed ass. I didn't see her naked ass.
Right. No, not naked. I don't know. Yeah. But like you saw her in person.
This is like 2006, 7. It was a long time ago.
And so this is Prime Star.
Yeah. Cause she's actually still doing porn, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's got to be mid-30s, 40s now, right?
She's doing MILF porn.
Not sure.
Oh, they do MILF porn at 22.
Best ass of all time for me for porn.
Nolan, Rachel Starr is 33 years old.
God damn.
Yeah, so she was probably 23 when I saw her in person, and yeah, she looked good.
I think the best porn ass of all time belongs to Naomi Russell, who unfortunately.
Oh, but it's just she's AIDS up.
Yep, she anal cream pies.
Naomi Russell.
Don't do them. You'll definitely recognize her, or at least her ass. Her face isn't great. Her tits are okay.
No, I never got into her because everything is whack, other than that ass. And so I mean, for me, it's not just an ass. Like you gotta have some like a lot better qualities other places. Hair's a major quality I need. I need great hair.
She's fine here. Just
you know
just say it.
I know
just say what kind of hair she
hair's
has.
a big deal for you because hair's a big deal for Felk because Eve Lawrence, who I thought was pretty wonderful, Felk thought was gross because her hair was so thin.
I like Eve Lawrence, but yeah, it's really weird. You like in some of her scenes where she's sweaty, you can like see her scalp. It's really weird.
Yeah, but she's gorgeous.
Her body's very good. But get some extensions.
Beautiful.
Girls. Get some extensions. Girls.
Beautiful body.
You're talking about like porn stars from like 20 years ago.
Well, okay, so let's move out of porn stars, and I'm going to give you guys two names of the best asses I can think of, and there's a theme between the two of them. Vita Guerrera is overrated. She's like a Nicki Minaj ass, where there's too much chunk. Two names I want to give you. First being Eva Andressa. That's Andressa. She's done nudes. She's done bikinis. The other name, I guess the other name actually is a porn star, Angel Lima, and you're gonna notice a theme between the two of those girls.
Oh, they're fucking muscular again. You goddamn
no,
bastard.
that's not even the theme. That's not the theme.
You love your muscular chicks.
The theme is that they're both Brazilian.
Oh,
you racist!
Bodybuilders.
You didn't even notice. Well, I guess it's racist. It's actually racist to notice.
They're fucking even dressed as a bodybuilder.
Really?
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. That's a muscular body.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, but she looks great though, Noli. She does look great.
The key about Brazilians, I just want to say real fast to finish that up, is that they always have, especially in porn, but it's nude models, perfect tan lines. Love tan lines. They always have huge asses, and when they do porn, they all do anal with big asses, which is really fun.
Moving on to, I want to take our conversation about ass queens over to our top three, so we can at least hunt down a top three while we're doing all this. Our top three this week is.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Eva Andressa.
That's a fuck. Our top three this week is.
Are you sure you're not gay? You're always into bodybuilders.
I just like bodies. No, I should do fucking Terry Jane. Look up Ashley Sage Ellison.
All right, Ashley Sage Ellison. What are these women's names?
Nude. Search for nude on Google. Ashley Sage Ellison. She's a British pinup girl.
Ashley Sage Ellison.
She requires far too much work.
She was with Scoreland. She was this is like
Jesus, Felk. Ashley Sage Ellison.
Now tell me I'm into bodybuilders again.
Wow.
Is it it's a fat chick again?
Search nude. You got to see her nude.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God. All right, fine, nude.
Does she even have a butt, or is it just all fucking fat?
I love that ass. Oh my God.
God, Felk, you have weird taste of women.
I like.
No, that's a terrible ass.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a terrible ass. It's a flat pancake ass.
I like medium, big, thin, muscular.
My God.
The woman is a beautiful thing.
You know what? I mean, given the fact that I know what through other Google image searches what fat asses look like. She's got a good looking fat ass.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys find Nicki Minaj attractive?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
She looks like a cartoon. Her ass is like.
I'm okay with some cartoons. Jessica Rabbit.
That's true. She basically is the closest thing you can get to fucking Jessica Rabbit.
All right, top three. Let's go to top three.
Well, then I would say it goes. I would say maybe it goes Ava Andressa, Rachel Starr, and who else?
You're actually liking Ava Andressa? I thought you.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought she was great.
So our top three is based off Felk's suggestions.
No.
Well, I mean, if
you
can come up with anything, yeah, come up with something.
I gave 4 names or 5.
I'm a tit guy, so like asses, like I don't really like seek out.
Yeah, but that's the theme tonight.
Yeah,
I
tonight's
know.
an ass night.
My thinking was I would just go off of what you guys have said and be like, oh yeah, that sounds great.
Well, there's Vita Guerrero,
Yeah, and then I threw
right?
you for a loop,
There's
didn't I?
You did
Kim
throw it.
Kardashian. Apparently, Kim Kardashian's ass is actually out now.
Fuck that.
And now people are asking for the Kylie. I saw this on TMZ.
The Kylie asked the girl who's like completely 100% fake.
No, that's
Kylie or
Kendall's
whatever?
Kendall's the one who just solved world problems with Pepsi, and she was
So
pretty.
Kylie's the one that looks like Kendall that now looks like her sister Kim through plastic surgery.
Yeah, who fucking cares? Kardashians.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, there's men I'd rather
Yeah.
fuck than the Kardashians.
Yeah, let's stop talking about it. Caitlyn Jenner.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck would rather bang Hugh Jackman over any of the Kardashians. I would take Kourtney Kardashian over Hugh Jackman any day.
Is this like how many weeks in a row has Hugh Jackman hijacked the top three?
I think he somehow has made his way into almost all of them.
Yeah, we don't have a top three for this one. I thought we were just gonna.
Well, no, I mean, based on what you said, I would say Rachel Starr, then Ava Andressa, and then I think we should come up with a third. I think we still missing a
There's
third.
Throw Eve
gotta
Lawrence in
be
there.
better asses. No, come on. There's got to be better asses in there than 10-year-old porn stars.
Well, she's still 33. I mean, that's not that bad.
Old.
Kendra Lust has got a great ass.
She does, and I've seen it. I've seen. So she only does cardio at the gym. She's just always on the stairmaster.
And she only needs to.
So I would hey, guess what? There'd be an entirely empty row of treadmills, but the four that were taken up by men were the ones right behind wherever Kendra Lust was on a fucking stairmaster.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
Well, then, okay, so Noli's seen Rachel Starr. You've seen Kendra Lust. And I've seen Miley Cyrus. So
I saw Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus at the bottom.
She was with Liam, we think.
She was, yeah, it was Liam. Yeah, it was Liam Hemsworth, yeah.
Nice. I'm trying to think of a modern actress with a great butt.
Scarlett Johansson's got a really nice ass.
It's fine. It's probably mediocre in person.
Man, they CG that Hulk and they put Scarlett Johansson's ass right next to it on the poster. You don't look at that Hulk. You look at the ass. That's where the eye on any Avengers or Marvel poster with Scarlett Johansson doing her little back turn thing where you can see her tits and her ass in the same turn, which feminists hate, but I fucking love that pose.
My favorite Scarlett Johansson poster from Marvel is Winter Soldier, where she's just
that's a great
arms
pose.
to the side
That pose
and
doesn't
her hips and her curves.
That pose makes no sense, but hey, here I am, tilted head, guns out. Look at me.
Yep.
Don't shoot, bitches.
Don't
if that
shoot.
came at you in a war, you would drop your gun and be like, "What?" And you'd be completely exposed, and she'd win. It's an effective tact.
Yeah,
I feel like we're seriously dropping the ball on fucking ass top three.
We definitely
there's
are.
people probably listening to this who are like yelling at us names like right now, like Nancy Ermina, and
Did
we're
you
just
make
like,
that name up? Is that a real name?
That's a real name. She's like a King XXL type.
Our
of chick.
listeners
That's her
got to
name.
know that I'm out of the game. I'm trying to think. I'm blanking on butts right now.
Well, I like Rachel Starr because you've seen her. I like Kendra Lust because you've seen her Falcon. And then I just don't know any others.
I will tell you that the asses that I like go back to a famous quote by Bill Paxton. I like them like a 10-year-old boy.
Oh God, why?
I like the smaller and tighter the better. I don't like that big chunky fucking ass.
You're adding information to that line.
Am I?
Yeah, he just says ass like a 10-year-old boy.
Ass like a 10-year-old boy. You know it's tight. You know it's firm. You know it's small.
If I ever meet James Cameron, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, the fuck's that mean?"
Yeah, and what does standing up and begging for buttermilk mean?
Yeah.
A tits that make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
The vet gets them wet.
Because milk comes from tits.
Yeah, ass like a 10-year-old boy.
Suck start a leaf blower. I think that was one of the things she could do.
She could fuck. Where does he come up with that stuff?
I love True Lies.
I think
James Cameron's amazing.
Cameron made up all that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know he made that up? He made that at truck stops, probably hearing that shit while he was like,
I forgot he's a trucker.
like working on the Terminator. He probably heard those lines in the background and he just wrote those down for like another movie. So someday.
So viewers or listeners, this is a good chance for you to tweet us your favorite asses.
Yeah.
Well, and we can redo this another day.
Because we're fucking horrible at this, and I apologize.
I gotta say, let's go Rachel Starr, Kendra Lust, Ava Andressa. Ava Andressa only because that's the only good one that Felk mentioned.
I gave you a lot. Man, I could go on and on for about it. I can talk about asses for hours. Christy Mack has a really good ass, although I don't like her attitude. Or
bad attitude.
Yeah. And plus the whole thing with War Machine.
War Machine?
What about Nikki Benz? She's got a great ass.
She does.
Let me look her up.
I gotta piss.
I want to look up best porn star asses right now because I always seem to talk about as porn stars.
It is. I'm only seeing like Nikki Benz's tits. I'm not seeing anything with her ass. I'm gonna have to add ass to my Google search.
It's gotten fatter as she's gotten older.
I feel like porn is not where we should be looking for though for best asses.
I don't think so either.
Like I feel like we're in the wrong category.
I think it's an Instagram, and neither of us are looking for. We have to rely on Felk's suggestions, and suggestions are like just all over the map. Fat chicks, skinny chicks.
yeah, or super built.
Yeah, super built.
Who you on?
Well, I think Nikki Benz isn't really, not doesn't have that all the greatest of ass going on down there.
What about?
But Noli and I were thinking that we were maybe in the bad category of porn in general, and that there's probably hotter women with hotter asses in other fields.
Nikki Benz is I've never been a fan.
Oh, I have. I've greased many gators to her.
She's not too muscular, huh?
How many asses have you guys seen? Celebrity asses have you seen? Noli, you've seen Jessica Biel in person. How was that?
She was jogging at me. I mean,
did you not look back?
No, we turned around and went back. Yeah, I don't remember. This is so many years ago. It didn't stay in my mind, so it must not have been that amazing.
That sucks because I always thought that was a fucking fantastic ass.
I'm sure it is.
I got caught by Allison Hannigan looking at her ass because I looked at her ass, and then she turned around and I realized it was Allison Hannigan, and then I realized she realized that I was looking at her ass. She was okay. It was okay.
I had that same experience with Michael Chiklis.
I had the same experience with Hugh Jackman.
Oh, that Jackie.
No one's that lucky yet. Here.
Hello, mate. You got a shrimp right there on your barbie. Suck your dick.
Yeah, that's how Australians talk.
All right, well then I think that's literally our list. Jessica Biel, Rachel Starr, Kendra Lust. Okay, let's move on to Love
I'm not
That
even
Song.
that big a fan of Kendra Lust. I just worked out with her. Well, in the same vicinity.
We're terrible list. But let's move on. Love that dong. Love that dong. Love that dong.
All right, well there we go. Now it's time to name 3 celebs and guess who has the biggest cock. Felk, what's the name of this week's episode?
Well, the topic of the night's episode has been assholes, so let's continue that on and talk about some the dongs that belong to assholes. That is, actors who have been proven difficult to work with in many situations. Just general guys who are known for being assholes on set.
Hollywood assholes.
And our 3 competitors tonight are Gene Hackman, Val Kilmer, and Wesley Snipes.
Love that dong.
Val Kilmer, that's the one I know the most about because of that fucking Island of Dr. Moreau documentary called like Lost Souls that goes into mostly Brando, who's not on the list. I thought he was. Who's definitely
Brando was on the list. He got replaced by Kilmer because somebody said they had some sweet dirt on Kilmer.
Well, it's from the same movie, but yeah. So I mean, what Brando did on that movie was kind of well known, where he insisted on being like pancaked in white makeup and having all that that weird like smallest person in the world being in the movie for no fucking reason. But Val Kilmer apparently would do shit like sneaking up behind crewmen and burning them behind the ear with cigarettes when he was bored because he's insane.
He's having a good time. He's just having fun.
That's the worst thing I think I've ever heard of anyone doing on a set is burning crewmen for boredom. That's a sociopath. That's not a difficult person to work with. Like Edward Norton might take control of a movie and like kick off the director because he likes a cut better, but in his mind he's trying to make the movie better. even if he's being an
Val
asshole.
Kilmer has the biggest dong. All right, it's done. Val Kilmer has the biggest.
Yeah, Val Kilmer just hurt people for fun.
Jeez.
Yeah, and Joel Schumacher was very vocal about hating working with Val, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, but poor Val these days. I follow him on Instagram, and there was that whole: did he have cancer? Did he not have cancer? Well, if you listen to him talk, because he's posted some videos, he sounds like he has a fucking voice box in his throat.
Yeah.
It's poor guy.
But he doesn't. He just can't speak anymore. His voice is gone. It's a squeaky voice that comes out of his mouth. It's very bizarre. It does not sound good. He will never act again, unfortunately. Let me play the Kilmer video. You can cut it down to get the right part. But listen to this.
I saw nothing got better.
Wow.
You hear that?
Yeah. Yikes.
Hold on.
I saw nothing got better.
Well, that was horrifically depressing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here comes a little bit more. Hold on.
I think we're tight.
His voice changed dramatically.
It's been a while.
Wow.
I saw nothing got better.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
I don't know what he's saying. I still haven't gotten better.
They have subtitles on his Instagram posts.
Yikes. Well, I'm glad we just talked about what a dick he was.
Yeah, well, we gave him the biggest dick.
We'll see.
Without even looking at Gene Hackman or Wesley Snipes.
Well, Gene Hackman's is fucking like that's. I mean, I get that it's soft and he's it's in a tub.
We have a link to Gene Hackman's dong.
Yeah, we do. He's in the bathtub with another man. Well, next to another man. What movie is that from?
Mick Jagger?
Dude, no idea. I mean, I'm sure the link said somewhere.
Looks like James Coburn. And then what's Wesley Snipes from? The that Tony Scott movie?
No idea what that is either. Yeah, that was like some
The
other
Fan?
movie.
I thought it was from The Fan.
Gene Hackman beats Wesley Snipes.
I think Wesley's got a little bit bigger than him, but
Wesley's is small. I mean, that stereotype is true, but it's not always true.
Yeah, well, okay, there you go. Sorry, Wesley, you suck.
Yeah.
So,
according to
It's
Fell,
true
you
on
have
an
a tiny
average,
dick.
but it doesn't mean you can't have a small dick and be a black dude. And I'm looking at Wesley
I think
Snipes
it
right
probably
now.
goes
It's not that big.
Based on what we have for evidence, Wesley's smaller than Gene, but it looks like at least, right?
It's kind of hard to tell because Gene fades into the nether.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Wesley's bigger maybe than Gene.
Yeah.
Wesley's also kind of small for a black man. He's like 5'9".
He is.
Yep, that's what Fuck was just racistly saying a moment ago.
That was racist?
No, probably not. Well, I mean, to some asshole somewhere, everything's racist.
Look I think black men are big, beautiful species.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, no.
Wesley's not cutting it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
pay your taxes, Wesley.
Val Kilmer is probably the biggest then. That's my opinion.
Well, we have no way to know, but let's just give it to him after that fucking horrible recording we just listened to.
I remember seeing a swimsuit photo of him walking around all fat on the beach, and remember thinking there was at least some kind of bulge there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He got really fat.
He did. He's
really skinny again. Cancer is a great diet.
Yeah.
How dare you?
That's how Lance Armstrong completely rebuilt his body mass.
And steroids.
That too. And blood
Steroids
doping.
is a great diet. Yeah. Well, all right. So it goes Val Kilmer, Wesley, Gene.
Yeah.
All right, works for me.
Love that dong.
Love it.
All right. Well, let's get out of here and get to yelling at the wall.
You're a fool.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Yelling at the wall.
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Yelling at the Wall has us read emails and letters and tweets from the Cool Boy Nation.
And it's the time when we also contact and reach out to you, Cool Boy Nation.
Yes, it is. So shout out to Nugget Master 101.
Thank you, Nuggies.
Thanks,
Love you, Nuggies.
Be sure to check out our YouTube page. You find it by searching for the Cool Boys Podcast. We are going to have a poll coming up soon to decide whether or not we post a little video entitled, well, two little videos entitled Poop, and sequel, Poop 2, How to Poop.
I thought they were fitting videos considering our conversation today was about butt stuff.
Yeah, no, okay, so
I think it's a little too hardcore.
I think it's okay.
Oh wait, why did you say this now rather than in the text?
Poop is anonymous. Poop can be anything.
No,
Poop
not
fake.
Poop 2. Yeah,
Poop
2 is full
2
on.
is the extreme one. Just to clarify, do you want to explain what poop is, or perhaps I can just explain poop is pooping?
They're not anonymous if we clarify it all, I guess.
If we don't ever post it, then it doesn't matter. So let's just have this conversation on air. Fuck it. Let's give them a little sausage being made. Poop 2. What's Poop 2? How to poop?
Poop 2 is literally okay. So Poop 1 was so fascinating. Poop the Movie is what it's technically called. Poop the Movie is so fascinating.
Pretty accurate descriptor.
To all the viewers who watched it, that they were baffled on how it could have been made.
Yeah, if you're wondering what Poop the Movie is, not since the movie Volcano has there been a more accurate description. So you want to talk about the extremeness of Poop 2 and why we're saying you want to post this. And the thing I almost texted you when you because I'd never seen it, when you showed me Poop 2, How to Poop, which is a pretty accurate description, was you're a father. Do you really want this on the internet?
I don't think you do.
It's very good.
It's very good. It's very well done.
It's very well done. It's very good.
Nolan, you don't think it's a good idea?
I love it.
Well, see, okay, I just want to read you some quotes, Felk, okay, of these movies, like some comments that were made on these movies originally. Okay. That takes some serious talent, okay? That was by a person named Joe. Wow. All right. That was by a person named Noli. I'm impressed was by a person named Andy. That is just amazing was by a person named Sean.
Okay.
Everything is wonderful was from another person named Noli. Yeah, I love it. That was from a person named Dorn.
Oh.
Someone has been very dedicated to their passion. That was from a person named Steven.
Okay.
How was that possible? That was from a person named Noli.
Okay. That one seems to comment a lot.
Seriously, I need a diagram of how this was done. That was by a person named Andy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you aimed so perfectly. That was a person named Joe.
Okay.
Why did I just watch this again? That was from a person named Noli. Straight dropping bombs. That was from a person named Steven.
I think we know why he watched that person watched that again.
I'm scared is from a person named Shan.
Shan.
Yeah. Messy was by a person named Dorn.
Okay, I think that's enough. We get the.
Oh no! It's from a person named Mike.
Who's that? You?
Yeah.
Commentated on your own video?
Jesus Christ.
Maybe.
So maybe you'll see this video someday, maybe you won't.
So, well then, what Poop is then literally showing you from I guess you would say a butthole's perspective of poo dropping directly into a toilet. Multiple shots, cut very well and very classy to music.
Classy.
Oh yeah.
And then Poop 2, how to
Because
poop.
the first thing you ask when you see the original is how? How did you do that?
How did you do it?
So that's why the sequel answers that question.
But the sequel gets a great special guest star, and I don't want to ruin it for those who haven't seen it yet.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So how about this? Cool Boy Nation, why don't you write us, or we'll put up a poll on the old Twitter and let you guys see if you want it. And if you want it, then, we'll post those videos.
We're counting on you, Nuggies. We're counting on you.
Yeah, it's going to be a poll of one person and then one, co-host, Felk.
I don't know if you saw, we got the thing on YouTube that said, 800 hours total listened or watched on your YouTube page.
Really?
I have never watched more than a minute or so on the YouTube page.
Yeah, I listened to him on SoundCloud.
So somebody's listened to every episode at least once, and maybe two people.
Nuggies?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we appreciate it, Nuggies, and anybody else. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it because we're not really doing this for you. All right. Well, so we got no letters and no tweets this week. That's great. Other than the comments from Nuggies.
And we're not probably tweeting out the Cool Boy Nation Would You Rather, but this episode, we'll pose the question in the episode and let the commenters respond as per their whim.
I think this is going to be one of those non-polls.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But the poll will be in the podcast from here on, and we can just have that be responded to as we get responses.
Wait, who typed out this caps lock one below?
Oh, was that okay? I don't see that one. I didn't even notice the one above it because it kind of just comes at you.
Wait. So So I guess we might need to. Okay. So why don't we give Cool Boy Nation this week 2 different Would You Rather's?
Well, the first one is butt stuff today or butt stuff tomorrow. That one's
all right
today.
And I want the author of the second Would You Rather to read that one out, please.
Would you rather eat out a... I can't get through this. Would you rather eat out a shitty asshole or a cream pied asshole?
Well, no, I think that's obvious.
Yeah, so at that point, the asshole's really kind of irrelevant. You're either eating cum or you're eating shit. The fact that
I guess I'd rather eat cum.
The asshole's just a plate or a bowl, if you will. It's what you're eating.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's shit or cum. And of course you eat cum.
Bella, you just saw this now?
Yeah, I just saw this right now.
I was thinking about this the whole drive home.
Oh my God, I love it. Because I was like, earlier in the text, I was like, "Yeah, Would You Rather's done." Yeah, and like I was just, and I had this really simple one, which was butt stuff today or butt stuff tomorrow, which wasn't really even a Would You Rather. It was just like a placeholder.
Yeah, I saw the Google Doc and was like, "Oh, no one's filled out anything," so I just put this in as a temp. But all right.
No, I like it. So I think butt stuff today or butt stuff tomorrow truly was just a placeholder. So I think the one that ended up being there is fine.
Would anyone eat shit? I mean,
no, I think we're all eating cum.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we also all did when it was Nicolas Cage's cum. So this is the second time, or Would You Rather has us like fucking eating cum. Starting to what? And yet you call me gay because I like girls with fucking fit abs. And you pick these as our questions.
So we call you gay because you like chicks with dicks.
Oh, look up Bailey J. Because I saw her on Wilshire Boulevard. No, I saw her on Lancashire Boulevard, I mean. Actually, don't worry about what street I saw her on. I saw Bailey J in person walking down the street.
Bailey Jane, you gotta be more specific. I'm seeing like this really old woman.
Bailey J. J-A-Y.
Oh. Way too like emo-y or whatever.
You're not fucking getting it yet.
It's the bangs. I don't like those bangs.
You're not getting it yet.
No. Oh, is there a dick on the other end of this?
Oh shit, do I need to type in nude? I don't want to type in nude.
Type in nude.
Oh god.
God dang it.
Saw her in person.
Oh, well, how was he?
I like that you didn't even get it. You were like, it's just kind of emo.
Yeah, I didn't type in nude.
Surprise!
Why'd she keep it? Why do you keep it?
Because then she makes money. Otherwise, she's not a novelty.
No,
that's just weird, man.
Yeah, it's gross. Well, Cool Boy Nation, why don't you weigh in on this week on whether you like to bang Bailey J? Would you rather or would you rather not?
To be clear, I recognize her because Joe Rogan's podcast had her on a guest or talked about her.
All right, well, let's just take us out of the show.
Let's wrap it.
Well, that brings us to a close of tonight's episode. Thank you for listening, Cool Boys Nation. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @CoolBoysPodcast. Email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to subscribe to us and like us on YouTube, which you can find by searching for The Cool Boys Podcast. And check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast.
And you'll get special Patreon content for Patreon users. We'll be releasing special After Dark episodes.
Special.
That's Byzies for me.
Byzies for me.
Byzies.
You are standing American boy.
You have excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump. Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Get out of here, damn silly. Get out of here!
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys podcast was brought to you by...
We're gonna edit it right now. How do you sound right now?
I don't know. I can't hear me. You guys can hear me.
No. Just talk. Let me listen.
I'm talking and I'm talking and I'm gay and I'm talking. Hi.
Sounds fine, right?
That was a good song. That better make the cut.
That's the end cut right there. That's the ad.
I don't know. I've never received butt sex. We made that very clear. I hope. I have not. I would not. I have not. I've had like a finger, girl's finger.
Get some
Cool boys.
so serious.